Everything we thought we knew about MobLand just changed. Episode 7 didn't just raise the stakes, it flipped the game. With a shocking betrayal, a cold-blooded execution, and a final scene that left fans speechless, this episode might be the turning point for the entire series. If you missed anything or need a deeper look into what just went down, stick around. Because we're breaking down every major twist, and that haunting ending scene that no one saw coming. Before diving into Episode 7, let's take a moment to remember how Episode 6 ended, because it's the key to everything that follows. We saw Vincent barely escape the warehouse shootout, leaving behind Marco's body and a pile of unanswered questions. The police were circling closer, but more importantly, the trust between Vincent and the rest of the crew was already falling apart. In the final moments of that episode, Elena was shown dialing a number, one that viewers had never seen before, setting up a mysterious new player who finally appears in Episode 7. As Episode 7 opens, we're thrown right back into the chaos. Vincent's hiding in an abandoned motel on the outskirts of the city. He's hurt, paranoid, and completely alone. The show wastes no time throwing us into his mental breakdown. Short flashbacks, heavy breathing, and that broken phone ringing with a blocked number. The cinematography gets darker, colder. The world feels smaller. It's clear from the very beginning, this is no longer about business. It's personal now. Meanwhile, back in the city, Elena meets with a man named Dario. The same unknown. Contact from her phone call. He's calm, dressed like someone important, and speaks with the kind of authority that makes even Elena nervous. This new character doesn't say much, but what he does say sets the tone. If you can't control your people, I will. That single line tells us everything. A power shift is coming, and the players we've followed since Episode 1 are no longer in charge. As the episode moves into its second act, the pressure starts building from all sides. Vincent, still in hiding, tries to reach out to the only person he thinks he can trust, Mia. She's been off-screen for most of the season, but now she's back, and her return brings even more questions. She meets Vincent in secret, warning him that the crew thinks he's a traitor. What's worse, someone from the inside is feeding information to Dario. This moment completely shifts the story. There's not just one rat in the system. There might be more than one, and Vincent might not even be the real target. At the same time, back at the crew's base, Leo is taking charge, or at least trying to. But it's clear he's out of his depth. The remaining members are divided. Some still loyal to Vincent, others ready to move on and follow Dario's lead. The tension in the room is thick, and it finally explodes when Tommy, one of Vincent's closest allies, openly accuses Leo of working with Dario behind everyone's back. No guns are drawn, but the message is clear. The crew is broken, and paranoia is spreading fast. In one of the most tense scenes of the episode, Elena secretly meets with Dario again, this time in a parking garage. She asks him not to hurt Vincent, but Dario gives her a chilling smile and says he already signed his own death sentence. This scene hits hard. Elena might still care about Vincent, but her hands are tied. She's playing a dangerous double game, and now both sides are watching her closely. The biggest twist of this section comes when Mia goes through Vincent's burner phone and finds a hidden recording, a short, shaky clip of Marco right before he died, saying, "It wasn't Leo, it was her." No one knows who her is, yet. But this moment drops like a bombshell. Everything we thought we knew about Marco's death might be a lie. And suddenly, Elena, who's been playing the victim, now looks like a possible suspect. Everything comes crashing down in the third act. The tension that's been slowly building finally explodes when Vincent walks straight into the lion's den. Against Mia's advice, he shows up at the crew's hideout. Not to hide, but to confront them. This scene is quiet at first. Everyone freezes when they see him. The room goes silent. You can feel the fear, the confusion, and the betrayal thick in the air. Vincent's face says it all. He's done running. He lays the burner phone on the table and hits play. Marco's voice echoes through the room. It wasn't Leo. It was her. The crew starts looking around. Some stare at Elena. Others look just as confused as Vincent. But before anyone can speak, Tommy loses it. He lunges at Elena, screaming that she's been lying from the start. A scuffle breaks out, guns are drawn, and for a second it feels like anyone could die. But Dario, as always, is 2 steps ahead. While the crew is tearing itself apart, he makes his move. His men storm the building, fully armed, taking control in under a minute. No one fights back. They're caught off guard and outgunned. Dario steps into the chaos, calm as ever, and addresses the room like a man who's already won. He turns to Vincent and simply says, "You handed me everything I needed." Then comes the most brutal moment of the episode. Dario orders his men to shoot Tommy in front of everyone, not because he was guilty, but to send a message. Power is shifting, and Dario is making sure no one forgets who's in charge now. Vincent is forced to watch, powerless, as his closest friend is executed. And just like that, the old crew is done. MobLand's criminal empire has a new king, and he doesn't play by the old rules. The scene closes with Vincent being dragged out of the building. He's alive, but barely. His crew is gone, his name is dirt, and Elena, she just stands there, not saying a word. Is she scared? Guilty? Or was this her plan all along? The camera lingers on her face as the screen fades to black, and that silence is more haunting than any gunshot. The final moments of episode 7 are quiet, but they hit harder than anything else. After the bloodshed, after Dario takes control, we cut to a single eerie scene. Elena sitting alone in her apartment staring at an old photo. It's her, Vincent, and Marco, back when everything looked simple. But here's where the show gets clever. As the camera zooms in on the photo, we notice something we missed before. Dario is in the background. He's blurry, nearly hidden, but he's there. That one frame changes everything. It means he's been part of their world long before anyone realized it. This wasn't just a power grab. This was a long game. Meanwhile, Vincent is seen locked in the trunk of a car, bloodied, and barely conscious. He opens his eyes just enough to see the car driving past the city limits. Where is he going? Who's waiting for him? And why is he being kept alive? But perhaps the most chilling moment comes at the very end. Elena picks up her phone, dials a number, and simply says, "It's done. He's out of the way. Now we start." That single line flips everything upside down. She wasn't just caught in the middle. She was leading it all. So what can we expect in episode 8? War. Dario might be in control for now, but Vincent's not dead. And we know from experience, when he comes back, he doesn't come quietly. Elena is no longer just a love interest or a background player. She's clearly been playing chess, while everyone else was playing checkers. And now, the game is wide open. MobLand Episode 7 didn't just raise the stakes, it changed the entire game. If this was the setup, Episode 8 might be the explosion we've all been waiting for. If you caught something we missed or have a wild theory about Elena's real plan, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more breakdowns, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in MobLand, no one stays on top for long.